Hi. This video, I kind of knew that Andy Kaufman thing was coming, so this is kind of for just in case. The whole thing kind of reminds me of. The whole thing kind of reminds me of Jerry Lewis and his illegitimate daughter. If they do a blood test, that'd be great. If they don't, that's great too.
Who are you talking to?
It's supposed to be cute.
Doing a video, Mom.
Well, I suppose you think mental retardation is downright adorable. Lemonade, now.
Yeah. So, anyway, back to what I was saying. No, you don't read Gatsby to the people, but, and the thing, I guess, has been that I wanted Lauren to be like that, to one day be that famous. Lauren's either never gonna be that famous, or if Lauren did exist, as a celebrity and get that famous, because if she ever became that famous, she probably wouldn't be like that to the Andy Kaufman supporters or not supporters. I don't know. I know Lauren, I know. I'm not talking about my sister-in-law. I know the way she would have acted, but, you know. I can't exactly say she'd flip around and say, oh, she would do a New Yorker accent. Sup, y'all? Sup, y'all? Jersey Shore! Or something. I don't know. I can't guarantee that if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about, because Andy Kaufman just decides to read them all Great Gatsby. I kind of saw it coming. I told them you can check that, and if they do have him on ice, like I think they might, if they bring him back, I don't want it to be like Walt Disney, where we're all speculating, okay, was he this way, was he that way? I don't want it to be like that. I would rather have straight back or not straight back. No questions. But I know Hollywood is probably filled with questions, not questions. It's not like the world has really been focused on this Andy Kaufman thing of late yet either. It's not like Lorne Michaels has said that we'll have him back if he comes back. In fact, they just made fun of the fact that they don't have enough African American performers. But, and yes, he could. We voted Andy Kaufman off in the 90s. You know, I'm surprised they didn't put that in there, just to let you know that Lorne Michaels is in control. I mean, Lorne Michaels is a good guy and all, but it just feels when you watch the movie that Andy Kaufman's wearing down. If they do it, and they speculated on TMZ that they might do it in the next 30 years, he might come back. According to what his daughter says, his daughter thinks that his daughter says that his daughter says that Andy Kaufman just retired instead of dying of cancer, whereas in the movie he dies of cancer and he goes to the Philippines and yeah. According to her, he was going to make a comeback that very night, but didn't, so. And he might come back in another 30. But the question in my mind is, does this person know? Does she know Andy Kaufman? You know? Is she just a family friend? It's like if Lauren got famous. I could just say, we're family, you know? Not real family, but still. Watching the thing about on the Boondocks, watch where Mr. Wunsler keeps Jasmine prisoner. It's funny as hell. Anyway. And I'm still thinking about making the show bigger, you know, getting in touch with celebrities, and if anyone out there knows any way to actually, I'd love to have her on the show. You know, I'd love to have his alleged daughter on the show, or Decompose. We can talk about his, or, you know, or, Kristen Bell, or, you know, I would just love to have the show get bigger, as opposed to just me in my basement, but, you know. So if anybody knows any way of getting a hold of actual celebrities that you know, her, the the alleged daughter of Andy Kaufman. I'm game to have her on the show. So, yeah. It doesn't matter how much lemonade you sell. Marketing and promotion, lemons, cups, umbrellas, straws, and the gas to drive Munster back and forth from the stand all came out of her pocket. You're owned by the company or something. I don't know. I don't know. It just seems kind of funny. There was people saying that he's still alive at the compound. I mean, I kind of believe it, but what would Andy Kaufman do? In the Jerry Lewis case, I think she might end up, the alleged daughter of Andy Kaufman might end up writing a book. I know I said Paris Jackson was going to have a big film career. Maybe she does, but, you know, I don't know. I think Andy Kaufman, the girl, could write a book by Father Andy Kaufman or something like that. I don't know. She would definitely have enough material because he's been doing this for years. Yeah. I have to use quotations because I don't know. I can't say she's not, but I can't say definitely she is because, you know, if you go ahead and say that, then it automatically becomes true, and you can't have it automatically become true. Because then you get proven wrong. Andy Kaufman was either a Jainist or a Buddhist, I think. In the movie, I'd like to know when Andy met her mother, because in the movie he got kicked out of the retreat. Earth had kind of rejected him. You know? Lorne Michaels we had just voted him off SNL. And he wasn't being allowed to go to the resort anymore. So I would like to know when exactly Decompose, because Decompose has been a huge inspiration to me. If it wasn't for him, like you said, I'm just, you know, and Decompose was trying to do that wrestling thing, just like Andy Kaufman. Did he leave because of... Did he leave because of a political statement? I want to know. Anyway, if it turns out because friends and loved ones have died of cancer too, and as you can see, I'm partaking in No Stash or No Shave Stash November. And if Andy Kaufman somehow did come back, I want to know. I think that the YouTube generation, me, Decompose, and a bunch of other guys, maybe the Blue Goblin, we would all embrace him. Yeah, if she's proven to be a hoax, though, I don't know what to say. Because if she's proven to be a hoax, then she's on the same level as so many other hoaxsters, I guess would be the word. Would be on the level of so many other things in Hollywood. As I've told you, they can't catch Jim Jones, another terrorist. Death has quote unquote claimed them. If we can't catch them because of death, then what have you? What is Earth anymore? If you really look at it that way, I don't know. I don't know how to quite put it, but if those in power have kept people like that down, I wouldn't know what to say. I mean, not a lot of people got the joke, but occasional few did, and I would like to know why he didn't come back when the movie came out. I don't know. Back to the guest stars I would like to have on the show. Decompose, Paris Jackson. Dustin Diamond. Kristen Bell. Yeah. If I got it at some point where I actually have a studio, that would be great too. But, you know. If she ends up, if Again, Andy Kaufman's daughter ends up being a hoax. I knew it. Blood test is the only way to figure it out. But... And whose body would that have been in the... Whose body would that have been? The coffin. Wherever Andy Kaufman's buried. I can't think of where it is. But, you know. So this is for later, I guess. So long, future people.